They vanished without a trace. One minute they were there, the next they were gone. This is the terrifying story of the Grimes sisters. In February 1956, two sisters from Chicago, Barbara and Patricia Grimes, vanished without a trace. Their killer was never caught. Was it a deranged fan, a jealous lover, or something more sinister? Let's take a look at this unsolved cold case to find out what really happened. It was a bitter cold day in Chicago. The temperature was around 30 degrees Fahrenheit. That's around -1 degree Celsius. On February 1956, sisters Patricia and Barbara Grimes left their home for the last time. Patricia was the elder sister at 23 years old. Barbara was just 15. They lived with their mother and stepfather in a modest two-bedroom house in an upstanding neighborhood. Their father had passed away when Barbara was just a baby, so Patricia had essentially taken on the role of mother, taking care of both Barbara and their mom. For the past few months, though, Patricia had been acting strangely. She seemed moodier than normal and would often go off on her own for days at a time. She told her family she was hanging out with friends, but no one knew where she was really going. Patricia had recently become involved with a man named John Gillis, a married man with a wife and kids of his own. She had met him while working as a waitress at a local diner. She told her mother that she intended to marry Gillis, but their mom wasn't too keen on the idea. Not only was he married, but he also had a shady reputation as a small-time criminal. On the morning of February, Patricia got ready to meet up with Gillis. She told her mom that she was going to visit a friend. Little did she know that it would be the last thing she ever said to her mom. Patricia left the house wearing a red wool coat, a white blouse, and a black skirt. Barbara, who was wearing a blue gabardine suit, decided to tag along with her big sis. Patricia was going to get money from her boyfriend so that they could buy some fabric for a dress she wanted to make. But little did she know that this would be the last time she would ever see her little sister alive. Around 1 p.m., witnesses saw the two sisters getting into a black and white checker cab in front of Gillis's house. They were never seen alive again. Patricia's mother grew worried when she didn't come home that night, so she called the police to report her missing. A search ensued, but the girls were nowhere to be found. Then, 5 days later, a fisherman discovered the bodies of the two sisters in a marshy area of Calumet Park, about 20 miles from where they were last seen. Both sisters had been shot in the back of the head, and their bodies had been dumped into the water. An autopsy revealed that Patricia had also been sexually assaulted. The case immediately went cold. Although the police questioned Gillis, they soon ruled him out as a suspect since he had a solid alibi. He was indeed in the army at the time of the murders. But if it wasn't him, then who was responsible? Over the years, several theories emerged. Perhaps the killer was a jealous ex-boyfriend of Patricia's, or maybe a random mugger. But no one really knows what happened. What do you think happened to the Grimes sisters? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the channel tremendously. You can also follow me on social media to get updates when I post new videos. After the sisters were laid to rest, their mother kept their rooms exactly as they had been. She didn't want to let go of her daughters, not even in death. Sadly, she passed away in 1979 without ever finding out what happened to her little girls. To this day, the Grimes sisters case remains one of the most perplexing unsolved mysteries in Chicago history. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to hear more stories like these.